Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
We go! 90 Wolf!
53! Mike, 53!
Greystone, travel.
Switch!
Hey, Delta!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now on first down, Drake again. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check.
Here's Grant. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
2nd and 14. Going deep for Diggs. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 42. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nolan, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Bradford brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got 3 down. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing, Bradford. Got his man, it's Eifert. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Swing. Shit. Go.
Now Bradford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. They'll run with Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. They just do get the playoff. Now Bradford. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bradford. That one into the hands of Kane. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They come out here in the eye.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, Charlie,
To throw on second down. Nolan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Nolan, open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the Dolphins' 28-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Nolan gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, Nolan. He finds Latavius Murray. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Drake. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Third and short yardage, Bradford. He's got Burton here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Bradford now to throw on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Bradford again. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Bradford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Looking deep for Gabriel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running, it's Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Grant. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off. Let's get off the field. Back 55.
On 2nd and 7, Bradford. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Come on, set. Let's go. Come on. And let's pin the mirrors back and go over. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, pick your game up. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He runs. Mike.
Working out of the gun, Bradford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Mike. Watch the fly.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Hey, wahoo!
To throw from his end zone. Nolan, and he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch the screen.
They go back to Grant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 37-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Bradford. He gets it to Brown, complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
A.J. Brown. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Miami.
Touchdown, 54. You don't want this.
A first down throw for Bradford. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. On the give, this is Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. You're trapped. Right there, 54, right there.
Bradford now. This one into the hands of Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw is Bradford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 35-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They gave up the 3. They're losing in this ballgame. Now it's their chance to set the offensive tone for the second half.
And it's interesting how the offense will go about helping them, too. Because so many times you're looking to control a game with your defense, but your defense just gave up 3. Now your offense, as you said, has to set a tone and get you back into it or ahead in the game. Let's see if they can pull it off and get downfield and do exactly that.
We'll see if they can. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike, let's go, D. Big series.
Hey, orbit.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? 53.
Ready?
To throw again. Nolan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on third down. Nolan. It got his man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10.
90 Wolf. 61 Matchbox Lights. Fire.
On first down. Hunt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go now. 70 Indy.
53's Mike. Pick it up, guys.
Go.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
64, reach. 5.
53's the Mike.
Shoot.
Throwing on third and long. Nolan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Here we go.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Nolan. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Jerome Baker. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Drake. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Bradford able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, we looked at each other in surprise, going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, what's that? Check, Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bradford got a man. It's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Off the play fake. Bradford steps away. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Bradford to throw for it on 4th. This is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th.
53. Mike. In the face.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's caught. Smith, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
218, chopper. Spot.
Operating from the gun. Nolan. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Auden Tate. His first touchdown on the year as they are able to cut into that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Throwing on second down. Bradford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Protein spill. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
SOS.
On the ball. Let's go.
From the gun, Nolan. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now they'll run. Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Nolan. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendencies? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, Bradford. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Bradford on fourth down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. This is Grant. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
The give to Drake running left. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out for that. I never switch, I never switch.